What's up guys, Smash Connoisseur here, and in today's video we're going to be doing something kind of silly. My friend Ben and I are going to be ranking every single character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate by how much Rizz they have. And be sure to stay tuned because the video does get pretty spicy at times. I think Roy is a child.
Yeah. But no buts.
Now, for whatever reason, the stream actually ended up getting cut off for the first portion of it. So there's no footage of us ranking the first 4 characters. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video.
Next we have Cloud Strife.
I would put Cloud pretty high because I think even in his own game, like, he's Rizz-ful.
Sin City was a mafia.
Yeah, he might actually be a Rizzler tier.
Yeah, he might be our first Rizzler. I'm down if you're down.
Yeah.
Okay. Corrin. Here's my problem, right?
Okay.
If you examine this, Corrin has the feet out. That's weird to me.
You know, because of that, I kind of want to put him in Resistor tier.
Yeah, that's gonna be a no from me, Corrin. What about Daisy over here?
Let's set up the scene. So imagine you're on the first date.
Okay.
It's like a blind date.
Yeah.
You sit down, you're like, hi.
Let's play it out. Hey, nice to meet you. Oh my god. So, just because of that, that is going to be a bit intimidating for a lot of people.
Yeah, the Rizz game is...
She's got good intentions, but she's just sadly a psychopath. What about Dark Pit? He's got kind of that...
Minor. You almost...
Okay. You're right. Okay. Okay, what about Dark Samus?
Dark Samus, even a living being.
This is really an interesting one because I don't think Dark Samus can communicate in any capacity, or I don't even think there's anything under the armor. I think it's like a possessed armor type of situation. So
yeah.
How does that make you feel?
How old is...
I'm putting Dark Samus in the minor tier. Do you think Diddy Kong's a minor?
He might actually be like a type of monkey.
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah. What about DK though?
Are gorillas Rizzy? Falco.
Okay.
I think he's, you know, hands off my prey.
Yeah, hands off my prey.
Doesn't he have like a different voice for different dub that's like super like...
Yeah, the Japanese. I'll insert the Japanese Falco right here. He's the biggest Chad you've ever seen in your whole life. He's... Yeah, he's really sick. So, where would you put him?
Up there.
Here, could you make a new tier?
Okay, we're adding
right
yet
below.
another tier.
Cool if Japanese.
Cool if Japanese.
Yeah, could you make one tier also right below, right between the minor tier and the other tier? Call it 3 question marks. Where's it? Yo. Okay. Anyways.
I think he's question mark tier.
Yeah, because what about Greninja? He's a frog who wears his tongue as a scarf.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it is weird if you are into Greninja, so you're right. I think we could definitely
put that in the we don't freaking know.
Yeah.
So
okay.
we got that's not Roy, that's what's his name? Nate.
Ike. Next we got Ike.
We got Nate.
Okay, next up we got Nate.
I think he goes with Crumb.
Yeah, I would agree with that because you know, he's just at least he's buff.
That's true.
Yeah, so I think that's gonna raise him a little bit.
Next is Incineroar. Okay,
Incineroar.
This is a tough case.
Because it is an animal, but we could do like, okay, make a new tier right above this one.
How many tiers? What are we calling it?
Question mark, but ...
Okay.
Okay.
Next we got Inkling.
Now,
Minor.
True.
Joker. You played the game, so you should talk about this.
Okay, Joker in the game Persona 5 has the most Rizz. He will be like, it's crazy. Like,
I'm a teacher, and you're my student.
And even in Smash, he's always got that little cat like glazing him at all times.
Looking cool, Joker. Time for some brutality.
Next up,
Ken.
Ken.
He ruled.
Ken ruled, and here's what I'm going to talk about with that is that if any of you guys know Street Fighter 6, if you see Ken, he's really like a homeless dad after his wife left him with the children. So he has no Rizz at all because he lost everything that means anything to him. So I'm going to put Ken here.
Dang, that's harsh.
King DDD, what the heck?
You're just offended it's in the list.
Link. I think Link actually has max Rizz because in the game, there's always that girl who's like, you know, in love with Link.
Actually, you're right. He doesn't say anything.
That is great. He's got the unspoken Rizz. You gotta make a new tier.
And they're just like,
You gotta make a new tier right
so
now.
much, Link.
Little Mac.
Tiny macaroni.
You know, he is a short king, which I think is gonna drag him down a little bit. But
Still a king.
he's still a king. He's a boxer and he's a champ. Like, that's cool. Because maybe he's not as short as I'm making him out to be.
He's 5'7".
That's not even that short.
Why did we think he
They
was
put little in his name and he's 5'7".
Maybe because he's next to, what's his trainer's name? Doc Martin or something.
Doc Lewis. I
Doc
think?
Lewis.
Look up Doc Lewis height.
6'2". Okay, that's why
Doc Lewis.
it was just a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
So for that, he is a Rizzler. They look kind of like tough together, actually.
That's true, that's true. Okay. I would guess Mario, like, in his lore, is like a billionaire. Because he married into royalty. And then he's always like hired for these different jobs. He's got like castles everywhere he goes and like ships and stuff like that. He's got the Odyssey, which I can't even imagine how expensive that must be.
Yeah, I put him Wizard of Oz next to Dr. Mario, maybe.
Yeah.
Meta Knight's actually got that Rizz. Have you heard his speech when his like ship got shot? Like Kirby destroyed his like battleship. It's actually so deep. Like I think he's got that like charisma to be like maybe the Wizard of Oz, maybe even just a straight up Rizzler. Like.
Okay. Holy cow. I never knew. I'm gonna have to insert this in the video.
Here comes the custard.
Okay, Mr. Game & Watch, he's either got to be here or here because he doesn't say anything. A lot of people won't even see him because he's two-dimensional.
If you're looking at it from a certain angle, you just don't even notice it.
Yeah, okay. Here we have Olimar. The only interesting thing with Olimar is his microscopic size.
About this
Could
tall.
you search really quick how big Olimar is?
3/4 of an inch.
Okay, so Short King has like a new definition with this guy. Like, he is very, 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 very small.
I think because of that, he has to go to question mark butt.
Yeah, that's true. Because he's almost like not human. Like, I think.
What do you mean almost? I'm pretty
Like,
sure
he's
it's
subhuman. Like, literally.
yeah, like my big toe is like the size of Olimar.
Yeah, so I can't, you know, in good faith put him that high. What about this guy? He doesn't talk.
He likes to eat ghosts.
He eats ghosts. Like, he's really. How will you ever relate to this guy?
He likes
throws
to
bells and
create
fruit at
fire
people.
hydrants.
Yeah, like, what? Bells.
Also question mark butt.
Yeah, you're right.
Pikachu.
This one, is it this or is it this? Like,
that's a good question, but I think we shouldn't.
I think it's this.
Yeah. Okay. What's his name?
Richter?
Richard.
I definitely said Richter.
I definitely said Richter.
Yeah, Richter. I feel like he's actually so he fights vampires.
Yeah.
A vampire hunter would be pretty rizzy.
Yeah, so maybe here.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
This
This is a robot.
So what are you thinking? Because in a way, it's like Chat GPT.
Yeah, I was
you know,
gonna-
I've heard a rise recently in people talking to Chat GPT when they're lonely. So
That's depressing.
you can make a new tier right below. Make one Rizz GPT. Yay.
Ta-da.
Okay.
Lucina?
Rosalina Luma. Okay, so here's my thing with Rosalina Luma. I think she's actually a very nice person in the Super Mario Galaxy games, which is obviously going to be to her benefit.
Yeah.
Only thing is, she's a single mother, which comes with to the Lumas, right? So, you know, that comes with a lot of responsibility
What's the lore with Lucina?
with Rosalina.
Sorry,
And so,
we
we got Ryu next up, the World Warrior.
more like Rizzu.
Got it?
I'd say mid.
Yeah. Mid.
Samus.
If you only ever saw her with the suit, you would be scared of her. You'd be like,
wouldn't
this
know, like,
robot is out here just killing people.
I know people that think Samus is a boy just because you can't tell. So
I know a guy named Ethan who's 100% certain it's a boy. What do you think the Chic Rizz is?
Didn't she try to like defend Link?
This is a unique Rizz because it's the girl dressing up as a boy Rizz.
I'm little boy.
Really? There's something kind of off-putting about the trickery, I think, there. I think Shulk gets some points because he's Australian. I think people like that accent, you know? And he can see the future. Ooh. Like, that's kind of OP.
Imagine the Rizz you could have if you knew what the future would be.
Yeah, you could be like, I see that we end up well together. Even though, like, maybe you don't, but you just say that.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's evil. That's manipulative.
Yeah, he's got that manipulative Rizz. But I'm actually...
we love Snake.
Snake, I think it's safe.
Is probably the Rizzler.
People love Snake, bro.
Yeah.
You know? Just because he's like, you know, he's a soldier. Next up, we got Wario.
Wario.
Everybody would hate Wario. Just if we're being realistic.
Yeah, you're right.
You know?
That's what we love about him.
Yeah, we love it about him, but I don't know. You know, he's a farter.
I wouldn't want to
He's
know
a biter
guy who just farts so hard he lifts up.
A guy who farts so hard he kills people. Like,
yeah, that's another way of looking at it.
That's crazy, bro. Wii Fit Trainer. I think Wii Fit Trainer is good because very athletic. Maybe the only thing to their detriment would be, I would guess they're very like vitamin D deficient because they're so pale. There's no way they've ever heard of the sun even. I would guess they probably live in like a dome where it's just dark at all times.
That is something I have not considered. Probably mid.
Okay. Next up,
Wolf. Where's Fox? I think he's below Fox, but not that far below.
True. Zero Suit Samus.
Does she talk more than Suit Samus?
Yeah, she's like, don't be scared. Or she's like, try me. Like, she's kind of...
not very friendly.
Not very friendly. She kind of gives me like a Black Widow kind of vibe.
But like, mid.
Yeah, with Sonic. You have the same Rizz as Sonic. Okay. Hero.
What does he say words or they just yell?
He just yells. Yeah. You know, that's kind of his go-to. But he can put you to sleep.
Is that a good thing? If you can... Banjo-Kazooie.
He can't talk, he just says, Gah-huh?
Yeah, he goes Gah-huh and shoots you and throws grenades at you, so I think question mark.
Yeah.
Also, he assaults birds, which is not very...
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Terry
Bogard.
His character.
He's really interesting because I feel like if you met somebody like this in real life, you would be like, I met the weirdest guy today.
Okay, that is
but
true.
But like, he's like charismatic to us. Like,
Maybe
we really love him.
Japanese.
That's absolutely true, but kind of in a different way. Okay.
Sorry. Link has asked, why is Olimar so low? Answer me, man.
Oh.
Where's
Olimar is so low because he's so small, you know? That's the thing is, Olimar, like, I don't know if Olimar was even trying to get somebody's attention, if they would even notice. And I think a lot of people would be creeped out by the Pikmin. It's like being friends with like a bunch of ants. It's like that Ant-Man Rizz, you know? I don't know if people would love that one, to be honest.
We also have to point out about Olimar is he doesn't say anything either.
Yeah, does Olimar ever talk? I don't think he ever says anything. He just throws the Pikmin and you hear, wow, wow, wow. And Loki, he is a bad person because he just throws them out and lets them get killed.
Yeah, he belongs in the...
Yeah, like, he kind of enslaves them.
Min?
This is really something you gotta get used to, I think. You can't, like, this would make you uncomfortable if you first meet her. You're like, why are your arms so long? And why are they made of noodles? Would also... Why are you made of noodles? So, it would be a lot to get used to. What do you think?
So, looking at it from the perspective of she's a professional athlete.
That's true.
She's a professional boxer. Mm-hmm. So I would put her with Little Mac in that sense, sort of mid.
Okay, and I've heard that in arms, they're actually attachable arms. They're not their real arms.
Where are their real arms?
Like, they just put them on top.
So they're just like have their arms crossed.
Yeah, I guess.
That's kind of tough. Steve, does he have that unspoken Rizz?
He can have a really good house. You know, he's super resourceful. He's got diamonds and gold.
He can carry billions of pounds of material at
He
the
can
same
carry
time.
so much. Like, he's super strong. I'll just put him here because he can also build a heart in the actual game of Minecraft.
Yeah.
And probably in Smash. You know, I've never seen it happen, but I could see it happening in my head. Okay, Separo.
Ooh. He does want to kill everyone.
I
but-
believe he kills a woman in the game.
Wow.
So, not necessarily Rizz,
I
but
think he's got that like aura, you know.
he does have so much aura. He's got one wing. He's got like a whole presence to him. Fire just appears
holds
wherever
the
he
sword
is.
backwards.
Yeah.
He can walk through fire.
He can walk through fire.
I think he would be.
He's got a really long sword.
I think at least Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, and his drip is out of this world. I think the only thing holding him back is that he is a mass murderer, which can be a turnoff to some people. What about Pyra?
Without Mithra?
Yeah, just Pyra on her own.
Hey, Mithra! Yeah? What? Wanna watch me do a flip?
I think one thing that's gonna make her a bit odd to people is that she can switch into another human being, almost like Launch from Dragon Ball Z.
We must also remember that she is an AI inside of the sword, so that is a argument for Rizz GPT.
I think you're right. I think this is Rizz GPT.
Kazuya.
Kazuya Mishima. Kazuya speaks, but it's only in Japanese. So do we do
He
good
could
if
be-
Japanese?
Not-
And
no.
he's well dressed.
He's very well dressed.
If he's wearing clothes, you know, if he's not,
when
sometimes
he is
he's yeah.
wearing- Sometimes he doesn't wear a shirt.
Yeah.
Now, lastly,
Mithra.
we got Mithra.
Is that another Rizz GPT?
I think this is gonna be Rizz GPT.
I think we have no choice.
I think we have no choice at all. This is gonna be the list. I think I don't have any necessarily revisions. I think I kind of agree with everything we said here. Do you have any, final thoughts?
You know, I do think we did, Olimar, we did kind of not give him a chance.
He's
Just
so
because-
small, but I do think this is actually pretty solid. So yeah, that was our tier list. Do you guys agree? Be sure to leave in the comments if you have any criticisms or differences in opinion, because I'd really be curious. But I feel like we made kind of the perfect list, so there's really not much to say other than that. But yeah, be sure to like and subscribe, and see ya. Have you ever seen The Lady and the Tramp?
Yes.
You know the part when the two dogs are... By the way, such a weird plot. Why is it two dogs in love?